Welcome to introducing more 6 Stickman to the team. Silver Stickman Khan, Silver Gem Bonder, Scientist DNA Infused, 17 years old, Stick Hero number 5, Secondary Stickman, and Silver, AG, material with neon green tech wielder. The brother ores originated before Magenta was born, 5 years ago, inside mines as unique types that are shiny and glow like crystals. While a magenta skin-colored dad was working at the mines, he saw an unusual glowing type of silver ore. When viewing it, he decided to take it to his lab to analyze it. He tries to again look at it from a different perspective and point of view, but suddenly knew that there was a gem fused with the crystal itself. Magenta's dad went to Magenta's mom lab and needed to show it to her, but also had the same thing, with a golden version of it and a gold gem inside. They became so amazed that they took both metals inside their house to analyze them further. While in Magenta's parents' house, they were experimenting with silver, AG, and gold metals and what they could use both for some purposes. Looking them over day after day, week after week, and month after month. They were confused about what to make with them, but eventually just made materialistic objects with the metals. And just when they were about to take about the crystals, they mysteriously started floating in the air, glowing even brighter and flying away from the house onto an unknown planet that looked like it had a mixture of green and white. Upon landing, there was a big war between Stick scientist soldiers and robots with durable armor between a hybrid of silver, platinum, and titanium with light green neon, substance technology. They were known as the Sipulti Force, against a bunch of infectious zombies raiding the entire plane, which is the reason behind the disgusting and they could think of a scientific silver, AG, metal crystal. And when they did, one passed it on to the other, heading toward the HQ of Sipulti, where General Silicon is the CEO of the force. He thought of it being a newborn wanting to join the force, and due to that reason, he called all platinum officers to report to the chamber and turn the crystal into a human being. While the rest are in battle, the officers put their devotion and mind into making him a protective, powerful, supportive source for the Sipulti. They worked day and night to perfect the scientist Stickman. When they finished the figure, one of the officers placed it inside a testing cell, full of water, infused with lightning cords on the chest, and pulled down the handle. Awoken by the gem, Silver Spirituality saw visions of dangerous zombies lurking around the planet. Sipulti, they were fighting them off. He knew they needed a miracle to help them from defeating a horde of zombies quicker and easier. After seeing it all, he had the strength and possession of the silver gem that appeared on his hand, breaking through the chamber, all water and cords falling out of place. The platinum officers were shocked to see that he was alive with the gem in his hand, and immediately reported General Silicon about this incident. He came into the scientist's room, and then just stood there looking at Silver's eyes for 2 minutes. He knew that the scientist had potential and wanted to be a warrior on the field, so Silicon took Silver into the artillery room, and walking away, he ordered the officers to head into battle. The artillery room is where the force store and grab their weapons prepared and made by the titanium engineers. When he took him to his workspace, he gave him a blueprint to develop his weapons, a scientific lightsaber and a Longinus bolster. A titanium engineer offers his toolbox and materials to Silver to build everything he needs for the war. And by taking his precise time, Silver knew he had to get this right. The Longinus blaster was the easy part, but the lightsaber was the hard part to develop due to the style and skill needed to confirm before it was battle ready. Silver went to train with it, and did average, but a decent defensive style he had with the saber. He did some deflecting tests to see if it won't ricochet objects correctly, and target practice with the Longinus blaster to aim at things. Silver's weapons were ready for battle, and the skill and power needed to take action went to the HQ of Sipulti and asked General Silicon to be with the other soldiers immediately. And Silicon, of course, allowed it to happen but needed Silver to escort Silver assault troopers in an airship. One of the troopers was piloting the ship, and the other looked after Silver, while he looked over the war. After a few minutes of staring, he daringly dives into there with a parachute and pulls it midway. In the distance is a generator for zombies causing them to spawn. Upon landing, some zombies were coming toward Silver, and the trooper defeated them using their blasters. As Silver ran toward the generator, more zombies were coming his way, and as he turned around, there were more of them. He got surrounded as no other soldier has ever been, but Silver used this as a chance to now try out his lightsaber, spun in a circle to kill a third of the surrounding zombies, and proceeded to kill the rest by slicing them up with his sharp eyesight and sensitive movement. He sprints and fights his way toward the generator hoping for no zombies guarding it, but more zombies immediately spawned in a blockade wall, like it was expecting Silver to come. The Silver assault troopers came to help and blasted down the wall. Now all they needed to do was to destroy the generator. He orders them on the count of 3 to blast it as much until it's destroyed. Silver counted down 1, 2, and 3. He instantly pulled out his Longinus and started pressing the trigger lightly, and shot a lot with all his and the troopers' might. It was half a minute of shooting but finally destroyed, and every zombie on the field disintegrated into nothing. All the soldiers that fought hard in the war, to Silver assault troopers, platinum officers, titanium engineers, and Silver the stick scientist himself, got into their airships and were deported back to the HQ, where they celebrated their victory. Throughout the celebration, Silver's gem calls to him that he has the responsibility, strength, and mind needed for a genius to survive in a bad situation, and that would be the skills required to be taught for the PowerPoint Stickman team. When he got this, Silver told General Silicon he needed to leave Siplety, but will come back anytime for visiting. Silicon proudly shed a tear from his eye and secretly presented him with a going-away gift. The following includes Silver's lab outfit, his very own RC drone, silver green-colored backpack and glasses, and a lithium medal of honor for serving in the war, promoting his rank to a commander of the Siplety force. After that, Silver said his goodbyes, the gem made a portal, and he stepped into it. From there, he went ahead 17 years into the future. Noticing a black portal sucking in all of the Stickman team members, he blasted his Longinus gun twice at it and freed them from getting trapped forever. But somehow, seeing one of his familiar family members, a brain cell lit up in his head, recognizing Magenta as his sister. He then wonders about his brother, Gold, he met a long time ago, where he is now. Silver's been confirmed as the 5th member of the team, but if Gold was in, he would have been the 6th. What has happened to him?